Hello my friends and welcome back to The Witcher 3. In yesterday's video we played some Gwent and finally made our way to Skellige. And I am picking you up exactly where I left off. The only thing I have done is level myself up some because I am 22, one more level, and we can upgrade our cat gear. So excited. But anyway, let's keep making our way over to the port near KAER TROLDE. I'm hoping Yennefer's over here somewhere, but we'll see what happens.
Why can't I play today, Da?
We've got to go to the port, bid farewell to King Bran. It's not fitting to play Anna.
Who will be King of Skellig and I?
I know that. But the gods will make sure to be one worthy, one before who it will be no shame to bow our heads.
So the king has died.
A man in need, trusting the oar.
Hello, Skelliger.
Sorry to trouble you, but I really have no choice.
Oh, well, what is it?
What is it?
Our ship was wrecked against the rocky shore during the last storm. I've lost everything.
How am I supposed to help?
I haven't even got the coin for the journey home, and with each day's delay, I draw closer to bankruptcy.
Might have guessed you'd come around to coin. So, need a loan? Or is it just alms you're after?
I shall pay you back every last copper, I swear it. You need only call on me at my address in Novigrad.
Okay. Sure.
Fine, I'll help you. I visit Novigrad often enough. Might stop by, see how business is going.
Thank you. You'll find me in the Port District. My name's Johann Bohner.
See you later then.
Johann Bohner. Why does that name sound familiar? I don't know why. Oh, I don't get a quest. I just have to remember to show up. Okay, I'll try to remember to do that.
This here's a calm village.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I just got here. Is everyone gathered for the funeral? Is that what's going on?
King's passing.
Who's at the tavern the next day?
Tell the others. Wonder what they'll say.
Our time amongst the living is but the wink of an eye.
Didn't I one noisy word from you?
What's left when we are gone? How shall we be remembered? Will they speak of us with respect or disdain? Bran was a great man. We shall remember him as a hero.
Madman Lugos. Fucking lie. Who's at the tavern the night carried his himself? That sheep shits in the front to my wit.
Everyone is talking at once. It's very confusing.
Our time amongst the living is but the
Wink of an eye. Yeah, you said that. Where are you? What is...
What?
You need not do this, child.
I know, but I want to.
Where is she going? Oh no.
'Tis madness. Such a young lass.
Birna should be the one going. They shared a bed longer.
Silence. 'Tis her decision.
Oh no. Poor girl.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Nice to see you again. The eulogy.
King Bran of Clan Tuirseach has embarked on his final voyage. At its end, our glorious ancestors await him. Together they will hunt and raid. They will sit round the fire and praise the deeds of ages past. For now, he lives in our hearts. One day, we too shall stand at his side and face the sea together. That will be a good day.
You know, Bran, you smell what? Geralt, you're at a funeral. Now is not the time to hit on Yennefer. So awkward. You knew Bran?
You knew Bran?
Yes, he was well respected. Unlike his wife.
Skellige is its clans. In times of war, tradition holds the clans unite under the leadership of their king. We've bid Bran farewell. Time to pick his successor who will lead us against the Black Ones. The gates of KAER stand open to all who held Bran of Clan Tuirseach dear. Mead and meat will be plentiful. During the wake, those who believe themselves worthy of the crown will step forth.
Going to the wake with me, not in the mood for a wake, want to run away with you, spend some time alone. Again, you're at a funeral. That's so awkward. I mean, I'll do it later, but not now. Or at least not on this playthrough, that's what I mean. So going to the wake with me, that's, I think, what I'm going to go with.
Come to the wake with me?
Gladly. Feasts in Skellige, so predictable. Slobbering drunks, brazen boasting, and the inevitable rows that result.
Yeah, nothing like the banquets mages attend. Remember the one on Thanedd?
You were there. How could I forget? I also remember excruciatingly well what happened after the banquet.
Reading my mind, really hate it when you read my mind. I don't want to be snarky, because despite everything, they're still friends of a sort, so let's go with the first one.
Reading my mind again?
What's more, I like what I see. Did you learn anything in Velen?
As far as Velen's concerned, ...
Velen. Awful place. Somehow Ciri wound up at the castle of the local ruler, a baron, self-proclaimed. This was after she was injured.
Injured? Was it serious?
Don't think so. Must have recovered because this baron sent her on to Novigrad. Think she was looking for you at the time. These witches Ciri came across, she was lucky to escape them.
Witches?
Creatures more like. Can't say exactly what they are, but they're dangerous. Very. Also ran into an old friend of ours in Velen, Kira.
What on earth is Kira Metz doing in that wasteland?
Hiding from witch hunters. Listen, She told me an elven mage had been there looking for Ciri.
Good. You'll need to tell me more when we have some time.
As far as Novigrad.
Been to Novigrad. Ciri was there, looking for a way to lift some curse. She's not there anymore.
You're certain?
Heard it from Dandelion, with no embellishments.
Do you know any more about this curse?
Not much. Ciri ran into some trouble, never finished what she went there to do. I recovered a phylactery. She was looking for a way to enchant it.
I'll look at it later.
Well, what have you learned, Lady Yennefer?
How about you? What have you learned?
Something strange happened on Ard Skellig a time ago. A disaster brought about by a burst of magic. Extraordinary, really. Natural anomaly. Never seen anything like it. My intuition tells me Ciri was its cause.
As much as I respect your intuition, Yen, we need something specific. Evidence.
I'd know for certain if I was able to inspect the disaster zone. Unfortunately, Ermion and his druids aren't letting anyone near.
Ermion is chief of the druid here?
Ermion's head of the Skellige Circle? Haven't seen him since...
Since Ciri was a little girl. I doubt he'll do you any favors, not even for old time's sake.
Why not? What did we do? And how does he know Ciri? I remember druids from Witcher Run. I can't remember if they were in Witcher 2 at all, but... Why won't they let you examine the zone?
So why won't Ermion let you inspect the area of the anomaly?
Call it a difference of opinion. A large, loud difference. Look, it's Crach.
White Wolf!
Greetings, Crach.
I shall see you at the wake, and I'll not accept any excuses. I've an important matter to discuss with you.
I shall wear black and white for the feast. I count on you to don something complimentary. Something that doesn't reek of 1,000 hunts.
Yen, you know I can't stand new doublets. Just too tight till you break them in.
And just like Crach, I'll not accept any excuses. We're not here to enjoy ourselves. We've matters to resolve and should dress appropriately. I've rented a room at the inn. Took the liberty of laying out some clothes for you there. You ought to go. Choose something. In the meantime, I've something to attend to. We'll meet at the entrance to the feast hall.
Oh, is it optional? So we have Birna, Ermion, anyone else? Bran, Crach, and Craite. 12 experience points. Well, it's pretty far below my level. So we need to... Oh, Destination Skellige completed. The king is dead. Long live the king. All right, well, let's look at the quest first to see if I can find it, actually. Well, after much searching, Geralt found just such a man, a certain Captain Wolverston. I feel like I read part of this. Geralt was thrown overboard during the tussle and awoke face down in Skellige sand. Geralt recovered from his tumultuous landing and eventually reached KAER TROLDE Castle, home to Crach, Jarl of a clan on Craite, where he discovered all the notables of Skellige had gathered to bury King Bran, who had breathed his last a few days prior. In attendance, as well, was the lovely Yennefer. So the king is dead. Long live the king. Well, for Yennefer, I will put on my new clothes, but it does seem to be optional. So Crach on Craite, old friend, invited Geralt and Yennefer to a farewell feast for the recently departed King Bran. One does not refuse such invitations in Skellige, and so willing or not, Geralt had no choice but to meet Yennefer at the castle gates and attend the wake at her side. So let's go through some of these characters so I know who I'm going to be meeting a little bit. So Birna, that's the wife. It can be difficult for a woman to gain the esteem of knights and warriors not accustomed to seeing female hands on the reins of power. It helps little when, like Birna, widow of King Bran of Skellige, the woman seeking power is filled with acrid disdain for her countrymen and their customs. One might argue that disdain is a valid reaction when, in the case of passing of a man of power who embodies tradition, those customs call on her to follow a long since outdated ritual and cast herself on her husband's funeral pyre. Yeah, like what was the name of the other wife? I can't remember what the guy called her. Like, why doesn't she get a character entry? Why is she not mentioned when they're talking about the king's death? I'm just saying, she's not an inanimate object. She's a person. She died. Anyway, justified or not, Birna's desire to rewrite age-old Skellige traditions put her at odds with the Jarls and made it unlikely she would be remembered alongside Calanthe of Sintra or Mev of Illyria as a successful and revered ruler. Well, there is King Bran, former king of the Skellige Isles, lived a long and storied life. When he finally felt decrepitude taking a hold of him, he went to the woods to hunt a bear armed with only a knife and thus ended his reign. Wow. Huh. It was remembered as an honorable and respected one, though some complained he preferred raiding to confronting the Isle's long-term problems, and that he let his wife's tongue wag too freely. Some connected the two, claiming Bran sailed out to fight overseas battles to put off dealing with the ones awaiting him at home. Then Crach on Craite, that's Geralt and Yennefer's old friend. Skellige sages brim with praise for war chiefs and warrior braves of ages past, yet the saga of Crach, Jarl of Clan on Craite and Lord of KAER TROLDE, will outshine them all. It will sing of his strength, his courage, his wisdom, and his generosity, his loyalty to friends, and his relentless pursuit of his foes. There will be few exaggerations in such a tale, for Crach, the mightiest of Skellige's Jarls, truly did possess all traits of a hero. He aroused terror in his enemies. In fact, Nilfgaardian mothers would use his name to frighten their children into obedience, and all in that empire spoke at hushed tones of the infamous Tuirseach, the wild boar of the sea, who devastated coastal provinces during frequent and terrible raids. Geralt had known Crach for a long time, since a time when, as a young man, the Jarl had sought the hand of young Pavetta, Ciri's mother. Oh. I wonder if he should be king then, since he's so feared. And then Ermion. Most druids in Skellige differ from the deeply rooted continental stereotype of a gray-bearded old man in white robes bowing before sacred oaks, taming wyverns, and pestering local lords with petitions to add yet another species to the list of protected beasts. Ermion, Geralt's old acquaintance, was no exception in this regard. This stiff-bearded, spindly man was the leader of the druid circle in Skellige. He was also Jarl Crach on Craite's advisor, and on matters of magic and the mystical, as well as on any and all issues requiring more refinement than a well-timed uppercut or a hard-swung axe. Ermion was known to be obstinate and to have a tendency quite rare in Skellige to consider all possible consequences of a particular course of action before it was undertaken. All this meant that conversing with him demanded a considerable amount of time and patience. Yeah, I don't know Yennefer well in this game, but I feel like she wants what she wants when she wants it right now. And she wants to know what happened to Ciri, and she wants to go figure out what happened with Ciri. And this guy is not letting her do that, and she's kind of annoyed about it. So,
you drank last night too?
I get it. I would be annoyed too. Okay, well, we need to make our way over to the inn. That's the entrance. Where's the inn at? Oh, it must be there with my stash. Let's hit the notice board along the way. It's like a cute little fishing village with their Nordic-style ships, and I like it. I like it a lot. All right, where was the notice board? Am I going the right way? I am, but was there a way to, now that I've run all the way back, is there a way to go up there?
Vagrant.
It's rather rude. No? Oh, you're keeping watch.
Knives are good for picking your teeth, sure. An axe. There's a weapon.
That's awesome. Okay, down we go. Back to the inn and the notice board.
Vagrant.
I just got here, but it sounds like I've been here before, and they already don't like me. I just have no luck, do I? Not as Geralt, anyway. Okay, down here. And...
Brewer, don't eat so much.
Why the spit not?
Because if you get hit in the gut and those herrings get tangled in your entrails, there'll be no hope for you.
Bohner's right. Shouldn't eat or drink too much horror raid. After though, revel till you drop.
Look at the bridge between the mountains. That is so cool. All these conversations going on at once. It's very frustrating. So they offering to the gods, I think, maybe? Something about King Bran's death? Let's look at the notice board. Net mending. The folk of Skellige know me, or Skellig know me to be a good fisherman. Man has yet to weave a net I cannot mend, so I'll mend yours too, and for a small fee. I'll throw in some bobs and a line guaranteed not to break, not even if a pregnant whale swallows it and dives. You can find me in my house after dusk, after I return from my day's fish. If you don't end up buying, we can still drink mead together. So contract stolen sword. Olaf, lead guard at KAER TROLDE, would like to make the following known. Someone's snuck into Craite armory and stole the sword known as Kuliu. The yellow-bellied scoundrel who did the deed was seen leaving the village via the southern gate, heading towards the old fort. Whoever helps recover the sword will receive a reward worthy of his efforts, and whoever helps the thieves, a death worthy of his treachery. Contract Woodland Spirit. Warriors of Skellige, if there's a man of ye brave enough to face the Woodland Spirit, the cruel oppressor of the inhabitants of Faerland, he'll get a reward that'll keep him in need for a long while. We're not rich, but we've gathered a fair bit of coin between us. Come to Freyland and ask for Sven. So contract Muir Diablin. Craving glory and gold, got a sharp blade and not afeared of death. Then come see Bjorg, the master boat builder, for he's got work for you. I feel like I've already picked this one up. I have. Pretty sure I have. Gwent lessons. Ooh. I'm currently taking on pupils for lessons in the plane of Gwent. I shall only teach those who display discipline, a logical mindset, and the will to learn. Those with special aptitude and are particularly welcome. Pupils must acquire and supply their own decks. I am also seeking more experienced players as partners to provide a challenge and a chance for the mutual improvement of our skills. And finally, fistfights. Strong as a sea lion, slippery as an eel, and ready to fight against the best. Join our tournament and face the mightiest fists in the Isles. Valorad of KAER TROLDE, Einar of Pharaoh, and Grim in Ermion. Don't delay. Glory and honor are just a fistfight away. Ooh, undiscovered locations aplenty, no doubt. Kind of. I still can't. Oh my gosh. That is so, oh my gosh, that is so many. I'm all overwhelmed again. And I have to go to all these different islands and, oh, so overwhelmed, but in the best way. So contract Woodland Spirit, and then Gwent lessons. I'll read the book later. So in the heart of the woods, so let's see. Fistfights is level 30. Advanced alchemy. Skellige, the family blade. Okay. And then... Huh. I'm just reading that one. And then I've got 2 new contracts. Okay. What's going on in here? I can't believe I'm level 22 and I've got to get to level 30. I wonder what level cap is in this game.
Come take a gander.
Sure, I'll do it right now.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Looking to buy?
Yeah. Well, I got a bunch of new things from him. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. So, the Lonesome World Guide to Skellige. Skellige is a weary traveler's paradise. Those seeking respite from the hustle and bustle of urban life need look no further. Those yearning for peace, quiet, and transcendental views, the kind that leave one short of breath and renewed in spirit, will find satiation on the Isle. Here one may enjoy long walks along the most charming beaches in the Isles, one whose beauty far outshines that of the decidedly overrated coast of KAER. Yet the true jewel of it and Skellig is the port, which is famed for its skilled craftsmen, considered by many to be the best in the Isle, and Skellige's shipbuilders have passed down the secrets of their trade from generation to generation for centuries, perfecting it into something which can proudly and with no exaggeration be called an art. Naturally, as a result, one must wait twice as long for a vessel ordered from the local shipwrights than when ordering from lesser workmen. Lastly, it would be a crime to discuss Anne Skellig without mentioning the superb and surprisingly sophisticated local cuisine. Its specialty, sturgeon roasted to golden perfection in a sea salt crust and served with carrot shavings and a sprinkling of mint. Sadly, this dish, once a mainstay of every tavern and seaside fish fry, now has become a rarity due to the overfishing that caused a dramatic decline in the population of that most delicious fish. Now, it was supposed to unlock fast travel points.
Come closer, stranger.
I don't know if it did. Maybe? And I've got like 4 others to read. We'll read those later. They'll be fine. We'll read them before I go out and about traveling. But we need to find the inn. We also need to wander around a bit. Got an herbalist over there. Any other random quests that I need to pick up? I hear some kitties who want to hiss at me because cats don't like Geralt. Okay, I need to leave through the gate.
Greetings.
Wonder if he's as strong as he looks.
Tired, huh?
Tuirseach, our valiant king. Great is our loss.
All must see the change your demise has wrought.
We offer you our mains, the symbol of our valor, as you were the valor of the Isles.
Our skulls shall be bare till a new king sits upon Skellige's throne.
Oh, you guys shaved your heads.
Let's
Oh.
drink to Bran of Clan Tuirseach.
Let's drink to Clan UNDISCOVERED that's taken on the burden of this farewell.
Tend to your own problems.
Okay.
Outlanders are welcome to try too. We'll stick together. Glory and honor range every which way.
Okay. Oh, it's locked. How do I get into the inn? Maybe over here? I'm guessing that's where I go for fistfights.
Drink last night too.
Look at the drawings or carvings. It looks like carvings of snakes or dragons or something.
I heard Grey altered your son's future.
Aye, threw his umbilical in the water and coiled into the shape of a snake. Do you know what that means?
That he'll be quick as a viper, or he'll slither out of every trap.
Nay, something different. But I like those readings better. Their health suit sales.
Oh, sorry, I'm making my way over the innkeeper. Jonas the innkeep.
Greetings. I'm Geralt.
The Witcher known as the White Wolf, I know. They tell stories about you every day around here. Looking for an open seat at the table?
I'll be fine. Just wanted to talk.
I like it here.
Gotta say, I like the place.
I should hope so. Found it a ruin when I came here from Undvik. Gulls shitting into the tankards through the gaps in the thatch. I bought the hut, rolled up my sleeves, and made a proper alehouse out of it.
Why'd you call it the New Port?
Continuity. Owned the old port on Undvik. Few of my former customers come here evenings to reminisce about the old times.
Okay, we're not gonna play Gwent. I don't want to see his wares right now. I really just want to find out where Yennefer's room is. Yeah, I don't think it's over there. So it must be over here.
This has gotta be Yen's room.
Yeah.
She always did like space and luxury.
I mean, it's not a bad thing, but when you sacrifice it for other things, or sacrifice other things for it, then maybe. All right, let me drop off some stuff. Actually, I didn't need to drop off anything. So she laid out clothes for us on her... Why is there a unicorn in here?
The stuffed unicorn. She fixed it.
I don't understand. At all. Oh, here's the clothes she laid out for me.
No idea how she managed to bring so much clothing. Must have hired out a galleon. As usual, black and white.
Yeah?
No idea how she managed to bring so much clothing. Must have hired out a galleon. As usual, black and white.
Okay, but how do I put it on?
Glamour. Scent of lilac and gooseberries, even with the lid on. Taste hasn't changed.
Is it really just a reason for me to come back here and go into my own storage and get my own stuff? Oh, this is the door to outside. Okay. No, I don't have it. All right, well, let me go into my storage, I guess, and get my fancy clothes for Yennefer. Well, I tried putting on my own clothes and it didn't update, so I guess we'll wander around some more because I still see red everywhere. So Yennefer's journal. Ooh. Probably invasive to read it, but we'll do it anyway. My thoughts turn with increasing frequency to the idea of capturing a djinn. If I could just harness its power, there is much I would gain. Amos var Ipsis tome confirms what I have long suspected, that despite my failure to do so previously, taming a djinn is in fact possible. According to var Ipsis, the difficulties involved in bending such a being to one's will can be overcome. He managed to do so at the least. Alas, this does not mean his methods will necessarily be useful to me. Each djinn is different and each case requires a singular approach. I have more experience unraveling such magic riddles than almost anyone else alive, and if Geralt with his talent for wrestling unruly magic beings agrees to help, we must find a way to do so. The problem is we must first find a djinn and ask a daunting task unto itself. Why does Game Yennefer need a djinn? Okay, hang on. Let me loot over here in case clothes are over here for some reason. Doesn't seem to be. All right, now let's try getting in the right spot again. Oh, there's a chest over there. I wonder if that's where I need to loot the clothes.
Her megascope? Guess she never goes anywhere without it. As Philippa Eilhart said, megascopes and toothbrushes. Deeply personal possessions.
Wonder who she's been calling. There we go. All right, let's see. What should we wear? I really don't like the Skellig. Oh, we'll wear the brown one before we wear the blue one. Let's see. Those pants or those pants? I like those pants better. And festive slippers. We'll go all Skellige for today. So, yep, there he is. Here's our Geralt. All right.
Just not something I'd ever wear. But what don't we do for her? Who exactly is she to me?
She's our friend Yennefer. That's what we're gonna go with. The poisoned source.
Josiah de Vries, the poisoned source. Still turns to it for inspiration.
That's not what I wanted. I wanted the poisoned source. The poisoned source. No one is born a mage. We still know too little about genetics and the mechanisms of heredity. We devote too little time and resources to this research. Sadly, we still conduct trials in the inheritance of magical ability using, let us say, natural methods. The results of these pseudo-experiments far too often can be seen in the gutters of our cities and begging outside our temple walls. Far too often we see and encounter brain-dead and moronic women. Women covered in their own spittle and passing themselves as prophetesses, seers, village diviners, and miracle workers, cretins with brains denigrated by the uncontrolled power they inherited. These simpletons and fools can themselves breed, can pass on their abilities, and continue the degeneration. Is anyone capable of foreseeing or defining what the last link in such a chain will look like? Most of us mages lose the ability to procreate as a result of changes and disruptions to the functioning of our pituitary glands. Others, sorceresses, most often mature into their magic powers with gonads intact. They can conceive and give birth and have the audacity to consider that good fortune a blessing. Yet I repeat, no one is born a mage, and no one should be. Aware of the gravity of what I write, I provide an answer to the question posed at the summit of Sidaris. I answer with every certitude. Each of us must decide what she wants to be, a sorceress or a mother. But which is Yennefer? Which is Triss? Although Triss doesn't have a kid. So, there's that. All right, I feel like I've dawdled long enough. We need to head up to go meet Yennefer. We can continue winding around the village a bit later. Oh, and there's a barber. I should go get my beard cut. Let's go get my beard cut. I'll make myself fully presentable for Yennefer. Hang on. Let's go get her hair cut. Hello, Sjusta? Sjusta?
Smooth seas this morn, as if the gods themselves were paying their respects to the great Conung Bran.
You a tailor?
I am. Only one in the Isles, most like.
Okay, we need to cut my hair.
Take it you're good with scissors.
It ain't something I usually do, but it wouldn't be right to turn down a traveller.
Okay, style my beard. And we'll be clean shaven. Because we're looking a little scraggly again. Was a long sea voyage, I'm sure. There we go. I feel like Yennefer would approve now.
So long.
All right, out we go. Let's go meet Yennefer at the entrance to TROLDE. And hopefully... Let me save. Thank you. Hopefully... I don't have an awkward cut. Where am I? Why is it so far away? Oh, it is a far away. Okay, let me run over there. And I'll meet you there unless I run into, like, something else exciting. Alright, we're closer. Oh, we're crossing the bridge. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. We're crossing the bridge between the two mountains. Oh, that's so cool. Hello, Olaf. It's Olaf. Well, I said I was going to pick you up when I got closer, but then it started to look really awesome. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look, it's built into the mountain. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool.
Wonder if he's as strong as he looks.
It depends, really. It's like Orzammar or Orgrimmar or both. No, Orzammar, not Orgrimmar. You dummy. Orzammar from Dragon Age, right? Bridge to KAER TROLDE.
Supper knives are good for picking your teeth.
Okay. Shh! Yennefer's talking.
Bran was a great ruler.
He needs a worthy successor.
You speak as though you have someone in mind.
Skellige's troubles very much derive from it not being a hereditary monarchy. Any upstart can be king and destroy his predecessor's legacy.
The King of the Isles is a more symbolic position.
That should change as well. A strong leader who wields true power. That is what the times require.
Do you have a kid that you want to take over? Is that what's going on? But your kid is too young, so you want to be, I forget what the terminology is, and then you want to rule in his stead until he comes of age? That's the vibe I'm getting. I'm not sure if I'm accurate, but there you go. Yeah, please introduce us.
Introduce me?
This is my friend Geralt, and this is Birna, widow of the dear departed Bran.
The Queen Mother. It's a pleasure to meet you, Geralt. You must forgive me, but on a day like today, I'm afraid I cannot indulge in my penchant for long conversations.
Lovely outfit. You look dashing.
Thank you. You're dazzling.
You know, I really missed your candidness. I'm glad we're here together.
Really hate occasions like this?
Don't like funerals. Don't like feasts.
I know. You also dislike underdone meat and being teleported. But sometimes we must overcome our disgusts and prevail.
Fair enough. Well, let's find Crach.
We should mingle before they all get drunk. There'll be no talking to anyone then.
Good thinking. I don't know what Crach wants, but when we meet with him, we should have clear minds.
All right.
I'm not gonna drink. Why dull my senses when I'm in such pleasant company?
Oh, jeez.
Do you plan to compliment me all evening?
I plan to tell you what I think.
May your rocks never crumble.
Birna. So I was right. She is Queen Mother. That's what she wants to go with. Oh, wait. I just missed it. Birna. Birna likewise refused to hide or discuss with the custom of choosing a ruler by vote of Jarl. She dreamed of establishing a hereditary kingship in Skellige and thought the ideal dynasty to hold it was her own, starting with her and Bran's son, the young Svanrich. Go with Yennefer to the wake inside KAER TROLDE. Well, I want to go do this, but like I said, I'm concerned there's going to be 20 minutes of cutscenes. And oh, Yennefer's wearing a dress, very pretty. So I think this is where we will pause for today. Tomorrow we will go to the wake. We'll talk to everyone and see inside this beautiful looking castle and go from there. But as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new Witcher 3 video.